Hello there, friends, and welcome back to the island of Duality. We've got a sliver of a moon in the sky. It's about 9 o'clock-ish on a Friday night, and I just saw a ghost wandering the hills up there. So we're gonna head up here and talk to him, see what he's got going on tonight. And also, there is a light meteor shower tonight. I don't think we're going to see any of them during the episode, maybe near the very end. There's only one this whole hour and it's at the very end. But it does mean that Celeste could be here somewhere too. So we are gonna be on the lookout for our little owl friend as well. No, a ghost! Please, I haven't done anything wrong. Just let me go. Oh, Carraleigh, please do not startle me like that. My heart nearly stopped, and there goes my spirit again. Great. I can't go around looking like this. What should I do? I'm so sorry to ask, but is there any chance you can collect the pieces of my spirit again? Otherwise, I'll be stuck like this for the rest of my life. Like this. I can't even think about it. Please, I promise there'll be a nice reward in it for you. All right, we'll totally do that. Okay, so let's grab our net. We've got a bunch of sticks to pick up, fossils to dig up, maybe cliffs to knock down. I'm not sure exactly what we're gonna do today. We're gonna start out with catching some ghost spirits and looking for Celeste and just see where we get to from there. Okay, yeah, it's feeling like a pretty chill night tonight, so we'll have to make sure we have a good net. Definitely gonna need that if we're gonna be catching spirits. I think I might have seen Flick on the island today as well when I was running around trying to sell a few things. Maple's not at home. We're looking for our crafter. Oh, there's Maple. She's over here enjoying the jukebox at the little cafe here. See what she's listening to. Maple! Good evening to you. Don't you love an evening walk, honey? Let's talk. The romance novel I'm reading has me imagining the ideal date. It might be nice to get outside together to do something like picking fresh cherries. Yeah, that does sound outside is always a good option. Touching grass and all that. Alright, can we give you a clam, Miss Ma'am? Oh wow, really? Yeah, really. We really want to give you one. A giant clam! Thanks a lot. Might come in handy for something I've been planning. Here, I want you to have my text shirt. Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. Alright, we're gonna get out of this super bright space. That's a little much at nighttime. Let's check on our picnic. I did realize that I still have our little bunny friend in my pocket, so we need to find a little home for our little bunny friend over here. Maybe we'll just put him down here since we ended up moving the moon, which I do like where we ended up putting that. It looks good over there. Let's see here. We still have this plain party lights arch too. I know I saw this bunny in my pocket. There it is. Okay. Put the little bunny over here. Oh yeah, that's a good. Like he's watching the picnic from behind the trees. Oh, and the picnic's being haunted. Grab you. All right, there's 1 out of 5. So we do need to dig up all of our fossils today. Sunny was complaining our way that we never dig up our fossils, so she never gets a chance to get some on her side. I didn't know she wanted them. We can leave her some. Okay, oh yeah, we left some stuff sitting out the other day, all these gyroids and everything. We need to clean up just a little bit, and then I think, oh, here's another fossil. We can get some of these assessed. I think we might try to do some digging out of our cliff and expanding of our lake back there. I was thinking about the campsite and how we want to decorate the campsite because we do want to get that moved up off the beach, I think. But I wasn't sure exactly where we might want to put it. Oh no, pocket's full already. Okay. So what I was thinking, well, okay, wait a second. That's not true. We want to put it back by the lake. I had a space marked out over here. Oh, here's another one of our wispies. It's really hard to tell where that is. Okay, so I have a space marked out. Where even was that? It's like purple spots on the ground. We just walked by it. I saw it. Oh, we can't dig up this other fossil yet anyway. Was it over more on this side? Where was that? Didn't I just walk by that? Maybe it was over here. No. Oh, wait. It was up on the cliff. Okay, that's what it was. Yeah, there it is, up there. So we were thinking about putting it up there, and let's remember that that's where Wisp is, because I always forget where he is, and then I have to look all over when it's time to take the little Wispies back. Anyway, instead of a campsite, I want to make a glamping site. Yes, for our side of the island. Since we got the campsite over here, we are not going to have campers. We're going to have glampers. So we got to start thinking about what items we might want to make a glamping site. What exactly are you offering? So I think I know what we're going to ask for from the Forever Island distribution operation. If you remember back when they first brought over like those Nook Miles tickets and stuff when we were doing some of our first villager hunts, you guys did vote that in addition to the tickets and everything, that we get to request one item from the Forever Island distribution operation. So the item that I'm thinking for our glamping site is like that little lighted arch that you get from, what's his name? The dancer guy. Pave. That you get from Pave at Festival. I think that would be a nice item, and we won't be able to get it until February. We're not really doing like much time traveling on this island, so if we waited, we wouldn't be able to get it till February. Now, I was originally going to ask for like the little tents that you get in December, the Toy Day tents. So, but I think we'll focus less on having more tents and more on glamming up the one that we have. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Oh, here we got another wisp here. Did I just sell stuff? I sold not very much, didn't I? We're gonna have to put some stuff in storage then, I guess. We should have got our fossils assessed first. Ooh, we have money trees too. We gotta dig up the rest of these fossils and then take all of these to Blathers. All right, we got some more vines in here. We've got lots of stuff. Let's go ahead and pick these up too, because we're gonna have to take those. So where was that one that we just missed? It's over here. Let's get that dug up. Did we see any more around anywhere? And what was this? A pleather fringe bag and some sandy beach flooring, I'm pretty sure was a duplicate. So let's get that in our pocket. We were going to keep the pleather bag, so I won't pick that up with this other stuff that we're going to sell. Did we see any other fossils around here? And we're going to sell this dress too. It's totally not us. Okay. We need to put our stars and stuff away too. Oh my goodness. We have a mess everywhere. All right. Let's go ahead and grab these bells. And oh, we need to donate that Goliath beetle over there too. We caught that the other night and that has not been donated yet as far as I know. We'll just go ahead and chop this one down too. If we find our money tree for today, we can plant it back in one of those spots. If we keep them right here in front of the museum, then they're out of the way of everywhere that we're building and everything right now. We got to figure out where the museum is going to go to, because that's like totally a thing. Did we get all the dig spots that are laying around here? Oh, there's another one of our little wispies. Wow, they're showing up fast today. This is not the last one, is it? I caught a wisp spirit piece. One more to go. Okay, now we got one more. Alright, so I think we've pretty much... I mean, if we find more, then we find more. We'll go ahead and take what we've got right now into Blathers, get these assessed, get them sold, and... we might even have enough to make some progress on paying off our debt now with all of the bells that we just took off of trees. And I did find the money rock a few minutes before I started recording, and well, I messed it up so bad, only got the 4 coins out of it. So there's that. We didn't make much off of that today. Let's get these done. We don't have all the fossils donated to the museum yet either, so I've been kind of acting like we do, but okay, so our museum already has fossils such as these. So we don't have any that he doesn't have, but we don't have all of them. I gotta keep remembering that. What would you like to donate? Just this Goliath beetle. What a wretched thing! Yeah, tell us about it. We're gonna make you talk about the bugs today. Ew, the Goliath beetle is a colossal creature that can grow up to 4 inches long. Okay, I hope I never see one of those walking across my desk. Yes, they love to sup on sap and pollen and frolic among the flowers. You know, that's that's kind of funny. You kind of think of a 4-inch bug as being a little heavy, maybe? Not really a frolic among the flowers kind of bug. Ooh. But did you know the Goliath beetle has a horn upon its head that it uses to fight its foes? And picture this. Each one of this behemoth's legs ends in pinchers. Ooh, deep, calming breaths. Yes, we all need to practice that. Any hoot, my serious thanks for your donation. And though bugs are the bane of my existence, rest assured the wretched thing will get the best of care here. All right, thank you, Blathers. We love your dedication, even though you're not a fan. Yeah, I guess that's all we had to donate, so we're out of here. We probably should go get coffee more often than we do, but I don't know. It always feels like it takes so much time, and it doesn't really take that much time. All right, let's go ahead and put our stars in storage here too. We're not going to be making any more Virgo harps today or anything. I really hope Celeste is here somewhere. We'll do kind of a little walk around. We got to do our beach run anyway. Are we putting this loose fall dress away? No, we're not. Are any of these amber? Because if we have some amber, I want to keep that. Plesio, torso, tail, and that thing. So no amber. All right. Let's get this stick in its proper place. And we've got a couple cherry trees in our pocket too that I think we moved out of the way for our picnic that we gotta find a spot for too. Those trees, man, sometimes I get trees in my pocket and then I just carry them for like ever and ever and ever. So we need to make sure that we go set them down somewhere and free up those spaces in our pocket. All right, welcome. What do you need today? We need to sell a bunch of fossils. That should make Sunny happy. We're gonna sell this dress, this duplicate recipe. There we go. Sold. Okay. So I don't know if those little lighted arches are orderable once you have one. Oh, here's Flick too. So if we do want to make some more bells. Wait, how many bells do we have in our pocket now? So we've got over 100,000. Let's go put this 99,000 in the bank. We got to check the daily shopping stuff anyway. Get our bonus Nook miles. In fact, I don't think that we've checked into the ABD for a few days, so we're probably only getting 50 bonus miles. Now let's see what's in the Nook shopping today. Before we go putting our bells in. Sporty skirt. Yeah, nothing we need here. Seasonal. Let's see. Yeah. I don't think there's anything else that we need to order right now. Is there anything in the Nook miles that we might want for a glamping site? A glamp site? Can we call it a glamp site instead of a campsite? What kind of fence would we use for that? All right, we got to think about this. I kind of just decided it, and like, I'm sure we can come up with something. Let's see. I do like the round streetlights. I don't know if you'd have streetlights at a glamp site, but you might. Wouldn't those look cute with those little lighted arches like in between them? You could kind of make a fence out of that almost. Ooh, something to think about. Let's go ahead. They're only 1,000, so I'm going to go ahead and order a couple of these. Just in case we decide to use them. And if we don't use them there, maybe we'll use them somewhere else. All right, 1,000 miles. We have racked up quite a few miles, which we do need to, like, not just go spending them all because we might have to do a villager hunt at some point. Okay, ooh, topiaries. Those are nice too, and those are only 1,000. Let's get a couple of those too. We're gonna, you know what? We need to check our mail too because we have a ton of stuff in our mailbox. We've been so bad about checking the mail. So we need to get that done too. I think we've got a couple more gifts in there. Okay, did I just get 2 of those? I hope it was only 2. We want to keep looking. All right, utility pole, no. Crosswalk. Oh, little flower beds are super cute. I don't know if we're going to go that way, though. Let's see. Glamp site, glamp sites. We already have a plain party lights arch. We're not going to order another one until... Yeah, I think we'll use those other little lighted things instead. What else would you have? Like, we want this to be the luxury campsite, so... We gotta really think about what we want this to look like. We could put a gazebo. We could make some kind of entrance with like a pergola or a gazebo or something. Oh, it should have a pool. But we are going into winter time. But it could still have one. That would make it, oh, I don't know. What do we think? Do we want a pool at the glamp site? Do we want to put one in when we're going into winter time? Oh my goodness, that seems like a good... Oh no, I forgot to do the ABD. It seems like a good option for if we were still in summertime, but we're not. Okay, so our loan balance is still $548,000. So let's just do the $48,000 out of our pockets. Whoops. Wait. I did something wrong. All right, 48000. There we go. That leaves us a little bit to work with today, and if we end up with some extra, we can always put it in the bank and pay stuff off later. We've got a few... Oh, wait. We need to check the recycle bin. Nothing really good in there. Okay. All right. Ooh, maybe we could use this for the glamp site. I feel weird saying that word, but oh, we did miss a fossil. Doggone it. I'm gonna get that one later. Okay. So yeah, where I want to put it is kind of where it is, but I think we also decided that we're putting this lake down at one level and kind of moving this cliff back some more. We gotta find the last... We need to run the beach. Okay. Let's do things in order. Let's get our little jobs out of the way so we can go and mess with this cliff. Let's find our last little wispy guy. Pick up all the seashells, find our bottle on the beach. We haven't found the crafter yet for today either, so we'll be looking out for them. And hopefully, we're gonna run across Celeste somewhere along the way. Maybe she's over on Sunny's side somewhere, hanging out. I feel like usually when Celeste comes, she's like up on a top level somewhere. But sometimes she's down on the beach or something, so we could find her anywhere. Flip! Sitting over there under a tree. Alright. Let's get these things. There's Puppy! Let's talk to him. We probably haven't talked to anybody in a while. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Yay, you finally talked to me. I keep meaning to say hi, but you always seem so busy. We gotta hang out and get deep into snacks sometime. Yeah, we do. Let me put this net away. We shouldn't be running around at night with a net anyway. We're gonna get ourselves bopped by a tarantula or something. Carraleigh, I need a favor. Maybe you've heard, but I had a fight with Mary over something unimportant. No, I did not hear. I said something I shouldn't have, and I felt really bad about that, so I got her a gift to make up. But I'm having a hard time facing her right now, though. So I was hoping maybe you could deliver it for me? Sure, absolutely. This means so much. Thank you. Here's the gift. All right. What could cute little you have possibly said? She's so adorable. I know it's getting too late to do it tonight, but oh no, we'll do it tonight. Don't you worry. Mary's still up. She's still awake. Okay. Apparently our bottle is going to be way over on the very end. Still don't see it. It's gotta be here somewhere. So one nice thing about Sunny's side of the island is she does have inclines up to all her cliffs. We haven't got any inclines on our side yet. Here's our money spot, so we're gonna go ahead and grab that. Before we forget where it is. Because we need those bells. Always need the bells. Because we are going to have to start building some inclines and stuff at some point. Alright, let's see what's in our bottle. Anything good for a glamp site? Oh yeah, I always forget to check like what we can build. A bird bath, okay. Well, that's something cute that might look fun in a little forest. Maple! Watch out for tarantulas. It's so good to unexpectedly bump into a friend, honey. I stopped for a chat. Oh yeah, we already talked to Maple, didn't we? So Flick is here today. Have you run into him yet? I thought he'd be sullen at first, but he's actually easy to talk to. Yeah, he's a pretty nice dude. Alright, let's see if any little owls are up here. I don't see anyone, so she may not be here. tonight. Oh, I was like, what? Is that a new constellation or something? But no, it's just bubbles. She's got bubbles up here. Okay, so Mary's house, I believe, is right here. Yeah, here we go. And she's home. Maybe she's crafting today. She is cooking, okay. In your very orange kitchen. Carraleigh, welcome to a world of tasty flavors. Nice. What are you making? Tomato bagel sandwich. Okay, we will take it. Thank you very much. She's got her little space parka over in the corner. Be sure to try out the recipe sometime. We absolutely will, but we have a delivery for you, ma'am. From Poppy, who apparently said something just so offensive. There you go. Poppy got this for me? What? What's this? Okay, I'm gonna open it. What have we got here? A relay tank? Not much of a pop star look, but maybe I'll love it after I try it on. Try it on. I'm a future fashion leader, so I have to try everything. Yeah, I don't think that's really gonna be your look. I take it that reaction means it's not something I should wear on stage. Yeah, I mean, no. Ah, forget what you saw, Carraleigh. I still have a long way to go, huh? I need to study up on a good way to wear this. She can be a bit uptight sometimes, but I can't stay mad at her for too long. I'm gonna go apologize too. Thanks for bringing it to me, Carraleigh. Don't worry, Poppy and me definitely going to make up. As a reward, I got you a barista uniform. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. Totally wasn't looking for one of those. I'm really into these. I hope you j'adore it too. Yeah, no, not really. I feel about it like you felt about the relay tank, but that's okay. Well, except I'm not going to try to find a way to wear it. I'm just going to sell it. But that does probably mean that we're going to see Mary walking around here in a relay tank in a couple days. We'll have to report her to Isabel to make her stop wearing it. Okay, well, we got our crafter for the day. What are our pockets looking like now? Let's go ahead and sell what we don't need. And then we got to find that last little wisp so we can start making a cliff over there, because we're not going to be able to knock it down under Wisp if he's over there. We're going to have to move some more trees. Oof, yeah, lots of work to do. Alright, selling the barista uniform. We didn't have the tomato bagel sandwich, so we'll hold on to that. Sold. Let's go ahead and learn this recipe. Oh, we just got Nook Miles for something too. Let's see what it was. Oh, for selling seashells. Look at that. We need to take a photo. And what is this? Spend bells to buy items? I guess we haven't spent much today. Let's get a selfie with Timmy and Tommy. We usually just take one by ourselves, but... Whoops. Oh, I got used to the camera controls in Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Alright, what is happening? How do you make everyone look at the camera there? Oh, they don't turn. They just get tired. Alright, well, you know what? This is going to be a really bad photo. But we got it, and we got no files for it. Okay, there we go. Alright, just a little bit of running around, find this last ghost piece. Oh, and we really should be catching some bugs, shouldn't we? Are there any good nighttime bugs out in September? I don't know. Poppy, we delivered the thing. Do we tell her in this one? Does she even care? Thanks for dropping my gift off with Mary. How do you know that we did it? Were you spying on us? How'd Mary react? I don't remember. Oh, really? I was so anxious to hear how it went over. Sorry, yeah, so many things in my mind. I just put it right out of there. Is this a giant clam? Because if it's not, we're not picking it up. Okay. We gotta find that little ghosty. I guess we can kind of get started on our job over here, and maybe the little ghosty will come to where we are. Otherwise, we'll have to go looking for it when it's time to start knocking down the cliff. Ooh, I'm so excited about the pine tree, too. We're gonna make such a good... Oh, we can totally use those in the glamping site, too, I think. Absolutely. Alright, we're gonna have to pick all the weeds up here. I think you can knock down cliff with weeds on it, but you know what? We can use them for something, so we might as well. Should I just chop these trees down, or should I try to move them somewhere? I feel like we should try to move them somewhere, but that means we're gonna need cherries. Means we're gonna need cherries. Do we have any cherries in our pockets? No, we don't. Alright, we're gonna have to go find some. This has to go. Is there anything to dig up on the top level there? I guess we should take the top level down first. I don't know how far we're just gonna take down the whole top level. If we decide to build some more up, then we can build some more up. But we've got to get it out of here right now, because this is not like where it's gonna be, the shape it's gonna be, any of those things. So we're just gonna get it out of here. If we decide to add more later, it will be time and place of our choosing instead of using what's here. I'm really bad for feeling like I have to use what's here, but the way this game works is we just get to knock stuff down and start over. So that's what we're gonna do. Start fresh, blank canvas. We're gonna get all this stuff out of the way. So we are gonna have to go hunt down some cherries. And you know what? Probably the best way to do that, and I wish I'd have thought of it when we were already in Nooks, the best way to do that is just gonna be buy a couple stacks of them from Nooks, instead of trying to find enough cherry trees on our side of the island. Alright. Oh, I see a weed I missed too. Okay, so I'm gonna run to Nooks and get some cherries. I'll be right back. Okay. I bought 20 and I ate 10 of them. So we're gonna start moving some trees. And let's see, we want to get all of the ones that are up on this top level. So we take this whole thing down. It's gonna be a cliff destroying kind of night. But I'm excited about our glamp site. So this is gonna be, like, I wanna use different stuff than we would ever use in a normal campsite. So there's not gonna be any little campfires, there's not gonna be any little log benches, there's not gonna be any of the normal stuff. We're gonna fancy it up, we're gonna glam it up. That is our goal today. Okay, so, I mean, not today. Our goal is to make a place for it today. We gotta get in construction mode. And then once we've got a place for it, we can build it. Maybe next time. So we gotta start knocking down all of this cliff. And then all the cliff under it. I want to kind of make, like, what I have in my brain is like a little kind of cove in the cliff. So we're gonna have the cliff kind of coming around it. I don't know, I'm trying to create all these kind of little sectioned off, closed off little cozy spaces, I think. Kind of like we did with the picnic, with the trees and little bitty cliffs all around it. But the glamp site will have more cliff around it than that. But yeah, I kind of want it to be, you know, kind of snug in a little place that's just kind of its own little spot. A little cozy cove for the glamp site. I hope that makes sense. And then the lake will come up to it. So it'll just have like one little place to enter in, kind of. Well, the picnic kind of ended up with 2 entrances, maybe even 3. I don't know. We haven't really finished that area yet because we don't know what's going right in front of it, because the area right in front of it is part of Sunny's side of the island, so we have to wait and see what she does there. And I don't know, she's building a lot of stuff over there. I gotta give her that. She's got 2 inclines and a bridge already. She's put cliffs in. I saw some waterfalls. She's doing stuff. We're doing stuff too, just a little bit slower maybe. Alright, let's see if we can... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to do this and get into here. There we go. Yeah. Just gonna hollow this thing out and get it out of here. So I'm trying to think of what other items, like what kind of chairs. Oh, we have those patchwork chairs. Are those fancy enough for a glamp site? We want something nice and cozy, but maybe they're a little too not fancy. We need to think of a nice, pretty, fancy, comfy chair that we can use in our glamp site. We'll have to find... Oh, wait! Actually, I kind of know where I want to use the patchwork chairs, too, because another little build that I want to fit into our forest, which... This is going to be a very full forest, by the way. I don't know how many room for trees there's going to be between picnics and glamp sites and everything else, but... I want to make like a little kind of magic bookshop or something. I think that'd be super cool. Is this going to be... Oh yeah, we're going to have to do this number. Okay. gonna be uneven. So patchwork chairs are perfect for a magic bookshop because they will fit in with that, I think. So we're gonna work on that at some point. We gotta find a good spot for it and who's in charge of it. So Maple's kind of back here taking care of the lake and Jenny on her little island. And who else do we have so far? We have Sky over here. We have Rosie over here. And Rosie's kind of got her big, powerful center of good vibes going on. So she's kind of in charge of that. And then who else do we have? We have 4 villagers on our side. Who's the other one? No, I gotta look. Can't remember. Hazel. Hazel's over here. Okay. So Hazel, I know some of you guys love Hazel, but I don't think Hazel's gonna be staying on the island with us. We were gonna try to find maybe Ione at some point if we could. It would be super awesome if she just showed up in our campsite one day. That would be really helpful. We just get her to move in. But otherwise we'll have to do some hunts and try to see if we can get her in. She would be perfect for taking care of a magic bookshop, I think. It's a little squirrel with a glowing tail. It's a little bit of magic there, seems like. And let's see, so we need someone in charge of the glamp site. Would that be Sky, maybe? She is a... Wait, is Sky snooty? No, she's normal, isn't she? We need, like, a snooty villager. We're gonna end up with, like, all-girl villagers on this island somehow. It just seems like they're always the perfect one for what needs to be going on. I mean, we don't necessarily have to have a villager in conjunction with all these things, but we are going to have their houses put somewhere in this forest situation. So we are going to need to think about who's going to live where, and we could just kind of maybe move them all down front. I don't know, and then have them like right at the entrance of the forest, and then everything else going on down in the forest. But I don't know. I kind of like having the villagers spread out a little bit through things and like give them little imaginary jobs and stuff. So we'll have to think about that. I wonder... I'll have to check and see if I have Ione's amiibo, because we could bring her in by amiibo and just have her take Hazel's place. Oops. Most of the amiibos that I have are like the newer ones. So I might actually have hers. Alright. Making progress now. This thing's almost gone. The top layer's almost gone. And I feel like on every island I've ever made, I've always had like a stargazing spot, so I'm kind of avoiding a little bit making one of those too. Just because, even though that seems perfect for like a nighttime side of an island, I think we're gonna kind of avoid doing the things that I've always done. So yeah, we're gonna glamp it up. We're gonna have a magic bookshop. We got our little picnic spot, our midnight picnic. Which we're definitely going to have to add some stuff to that at some point. We just were, you know, working with what we have so far. Hopefully we'll keep getting more and more items as we go. And there is a nice big rock back here that we could use for something if we take the cliff down into this spot. We could even, like, include that in the glamping area somehow, make a little ocean kind of porch, and then would have to be completely surrounded so you couldn't get to it any other way except through the glamp site. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so let's get down. Oh, we gotta start taking out some of these trees now. How many trees are in our pocket? Oh, we got room. We're still looking for that last little wisp dude too. We gotta find him. It's kind of too bad you can't just give Wisp, like, here's 4 of your pieces, and then he kind of mostly goes back together, but not quite. But he won't take them unless you've got them all. Alright. We gotta get more weeds out of here. Have we looked up at the sky lately? Look at that beautiful sky. Clear as a bell, not a cloud in sight. Okay, is this our last apple cherry? It shows an apple on the picture. That's our last fruit power. That's what we'll call it. Alright, so I'm gonna have to eat some more cherries here in a minute, but let's get the rest of these weeds out of the way. And then we can start knocking some of this down. Maybe we'll climb down that, onto that rock and kind of start doing it from there, and that way we can kind of open it up. How many more of these do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Do we have room for 7 more? We do not. We're gonna have to go drop some of these. So we picked up a bunch of the ones that we had behind Rosie's house to use in our picnic, so I guess we can just start dropping these behind Rosie's house again. She's gonna be like, man, I just got rid of all those. You do live in a forest, Rosie. This is totally gonna be a forest. We just gotta have room. And we're definitely gonna be putting like some of these back up on the cliff once we know where everything's gonna be. But we can't have them up there being in the way. In the meantime, there's our last little dude. Alright, let's get him. We can get Wisp out of the way too. There we go. And maybe our lighthouse can be up over there somewhere too. I don't know. Up on a top. I'm still undecided about where we're going to put that, because I was thinking about putting it right in the middle of the island. Oh no, not a mosquito. You did it! You found all the pieces of my spirit! Come on, hand them over, hurry! Here you go. Perfect, that's all 5 pieces. Ta-da! Ah, back to normal. Woo, thank goodness. And thank you, I feel wonderful. Oh right, I need to give you the reward I promised. What's it gonna be? Who doesn't love furniture? I can get you something you don't have yet, or I can get you something expensive. Just give us something new. Alright, something new. What is it? A rotary phone. Well, that's super helpful. Thanks. Thanks, Wisp. Alright. Let me eat some more cherries here and get these trees out of the way. Actually, you know what? Let's wait on that. Since we're going to start from back here and work our way kind of forward, I think we can wait on that a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's do that. Let's just climb down over here and start knocking down some cliff. Alright, so I'm going to go like 1, 2, we'll just go like 7 spaces deep, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I mean, a lot of this is going to get opened up, so this is not like I'm saying this is the spot and we're going to leave cliff in front of it. It's just because we got to bring lake over to it. So one side of this is going to be closed in by the lake, I think. So we're just going to start knocking some of this down. Getting it out of the way. Definitely more toward the lake direction. And then the rest of this we can kind of hollow out in whatever way looks good. Just knocking down cliff for the rest of our days. Oh my goodness. Is there like a certain island that just doesn't start you out with much cliff at all, or do they all start with about the same amount? Because I feel like every island that I've ever done terraforming on, because we did do Larkshire with no terraforming, that one didn't get changed at all, but something like this, I feel like I end up changing the whole thing completely and not ever leaving anything that was there to start with. I keep thinking that one day I'll go back and like redo the first map that I ever did and kind of maybe leave it more intact because it's nothing like it was at the beginning. Not even close. Alright, so this, let's see, we can't run, yeah, we can't run past here, so we want to make sure we keep that spot intact because we don't want to be able to get in here from the back way. So I just want to kind of round this out just a little in this area, and I think actually I need to put this back so we can round that too. And then, oh, maybe put this back and have this one come out so I can round that too. But I want to make it nice and big, so this is definitely going to have to go back further, but that's a good start on it. Let's get over here to where the lake is. We're gonna have the lake coming back, kind of just blocking off all the rest of this, I feel like. And we're still pretty far back on the island, so like there is a lot of cliff to take out here. Oh, and just go back here. Yeah, so all coming up next to that cliff and everything, the one over there on the right, that's gonna have lake all around it. It's gonna come up quite a ways over here, I think. Probably at least to right in this area. Yeah, almost all the way up to this rock, I think, that we're using as a patio. I don't think we need to leave cliff there. I think we can just bring the water right up to it. Right up to here, but that is going to be like a big, long process, isn't it? Alright, keep going. Yeah, it's going to come all the way up here. Alright, let's get down here and... Oh, we're going to have to do another tooth one. Make little teeth here. Like a little jack-o'-lantern mouth. So we can break it down easy. Although maybe that's not the best way to do it. I don't know. This is just the way I've always done it. But I kind of feel like maybe it's a little extra work. But maybe not. Alright, what time is it? 9:51. I think our stars are actually at 9:52 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 9:52. So let's take a little break here and get a look up at the sky. See if we can catch a few wishes here and get a few stars on our beach tomorrow. That would be nice. So, you know, I haven't checked. That's one thing I haven't done is, like, if Carraleigh wishes on the stars tonight, when Sunny goes in tomorrow, will Sunny see the stars on the beach? Or will only Carraleigh see them? This is another second character question that I have. I'm gonna have to check it out. So I don't always necessarily play them on the same day in the game. But we're gonna have to make sure we put Sunny in there tomorrow morning and see if that's a thing. Come on, stars. There should be 2 more. We can get at least 5 more. We have another chance to get a Virgo star. If it's still Virgo. And we really kind of need some more large star fragments too. We have plenty of the small ones, but we need some more of the large ones. Okay, so we got some stars for tomorrow. Super good. The next ones are... Oh, we're on the wrong thing. No wonder it's not working. Yeah, the next ones are still after 10. Until after 10. So we're just gonna keep working here. This is this is part of the process. We gotta get all this out of the way. And then kind of decide how far, so we know kind of how far we said we're bringing our lake over. We can start giving it an edge maybe. And then meet it up at the front. So let's get this out of the way. Make some space here. Because we want Jenny's little island to be like mid-lake situation. So it's coming up right here, and actually let's go ahead and take this line out too. We're not going to bring it up this far right now, but I do want to go back and kind of give it a start in the back. Since we're in construction mode, so we'll go ahead and do this. We're gonna have, it's right up to the edge here, so put some there, put some here, have it come in right over to here. And all along here. Let's see, so there, and make a little curve there, and one more there. Oops, we'll make a little curve here. There we go, so it'll kind of follow the shape of the cliff there, which would be cool. Maybe we can go ahead and move the campsite if we get kind of a spot figured out. Alright, so we're gonna have some lake over here. And that's gonna come up, so that's gonna meet with down here, and it's really gonna kind of come over that far. So the glamp site is gonna be right in here. So let's clear a little bit more of this out, if we can. Let's take like, maybe 4 more spots here. I mean, I don't know. We're gonna have to really figure out the shaping of this, aren't we? Because I want it to kind of curve around. And we may try to give the cliff like a specific shape later, but for right now, we just need to get this kind of out of the way. And how close are we to the end? Right there. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of stagger this a little bit going up to the end. Just because I don't know exactly how I want to do that yet. Even though I'm pretty sure we're just going to kind of take that out. That part. Yeah, that's all going to be lake there. Alright, let's get this cleared out. We just got to find a spot for our campsite. Our little tent. Our visitor tent. And then we can figure out the rest later. Because there's going to be trees and stuff around this too. It's still going to be in the forest. The lake is in the forest. Everything's in the forest. Are we going to be able to fit everything we want to on this side? We want a big lake. We want a magic bookshop. We've got a picnic. We've got a big powerful center of good vibes. We want the glamp site. We want a lot of things. So hopefully we'll be able to fit it all in here. And maybe, well, no. I was going to say maybe we can put one of the villager houses back here, but no, I want to keep the glamp site, just the glamp site. Although if we do decide that someone's going to be in charge of it, maybe we could put their house back here. I don't know, we'll have to see. Balloon! Okay, this could be a seasonal recipe, so we do want to catch it, but I'm going to give it a second to get over the flatland so we don't have to climb up to get it. Maybe it'll give us time to finish this really quick if we hurry. Hurry, hurry, hurry. We're not really in a hurry, but now we are. Okay, let's go, 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 go. Catch this balloon right now. Perfect. Got it. And it is a milk glass lamp. Okay, I think that goes in the house. So not really gonna, oh look, Mabel's already enjoying the lake here. So you'll be able to walk down that rock right up to here, so you'll be able to see the glamp site, but you won't be able to oh, you will be able to jump across there. We might have to do something about that. We can put something in that spot so you can't get by. I don't know, I kind of just like the idea of not being able to get to it just every way. Alright, so I'm going to open this up a little bit more. And obviously this is all going to be shaped a little bit more kind of coming down here. It's definitely not going to be very square and stuff. So let me just give it a few curves at the moment. Alright, so we kind of get the idea, but where do we want to put the actual tent. Let's see if this is going to be... Oh, we might take this back a little more too, actually. We just have to make sure that you can't get by there. Okay. As long as we still have that, we're good. Where do we want to put the tent? We could put it like right on the edge of the lake. Then that would help block it. Alright, let's go get the tent placer, and then we can kind of play around with some spots. Alright, so let's see what we think of putting it just right here on the back edge. That would leave... I want to leave a little bit of room behind it for like the streetlights fencing situation. I don't think we can put fence down on the rocks. Can we put fence down on the rocks? I don't know. So we're not going to move it here. We need to rethink it just a little bit. I wanted at least one space in front of that. And do we want it right up to the lake? Maybe not right up to the lake. So that gives us a space in between. We can always fix where the lake is too. Let's imagine it here and see what we think. Okay, so right there with some lights and street lights behind it, and then kind of over to the side it's going to have all the glampy stuff. And then over to the right is going to be the lake. So you get to sleep right next to the lapping waters of a lake. Alright, I think this is good. We're going to put it here for now. If we decide to move it later when we get this actually all the way fleshed out, then we can. But we will try it right there for now. Okay, I'm super excited, and talking about the stuff that we ordered reminded me of something, and we didn't check our mail yet, and I know we have some stuff waiting for us, so let's go and, ooh, get that. And I jumped out of construction mode too. Alright, so let's take a look at our mailbox. We've got lots of stuff. Hazel has sent us something. We have been doing a lot of flying, so we got something from... Let's see, push yourself, put on some tunes and let the stress melt away. Okay, so evidently she sent us some kind of music player maybe. Dodo Airlines, we have been flying a lot back and forth to other islands and Paradise Planning, but I don't know if you get that. Do you get those for the flights to Paradise Planning and stuff? Okay, Flip has sent us, you inspire me to get things done. I got a gift to say thanks. Okay, he didn't really say what it was. We'll check that. But look, Jojo has sent us a couple more things too. So, oh, it's a wheat field for Sunny. Perfect. We'll give her that. She can definitely use more of those. And then, what is the other one? Oh, another wheat field. Okay. So, one for each of us. One for us and one for Sunny. All right. We got something from Gulliver, which, ooh, we haven't seen him in a little while either. So this is like, we haven't checked our mail in so long. And then something from Poppy. The rest of the stuff that we ordered. Do I hear another balloon? I think I do. I actually ordered the rattan tables for the picnic and then ended up not using them. But we have a few other things that we can use that we ordered in our mailbox there. So let's see. We might be able to use some wheat fields somewhere on this side of things. So, whoops. My packets are full already. Are they really? We just filled them up with stuff. Okay. So let's see what Hazel sent. A throwback skull radio. We'll be selling that. Dodo Airlines slippers. Very nice. Oh, a heart door plate. Very cute. Okay, so this should be the wheat field for Sunny. So we're going to put that over here on her side. This one is for her. I'm just gonna place it. Nice golden wheat. And then we get one for our side too. So we'll place that down here. I don't know where we'll use that yet, but I'm sure we'll find somewhere in a forest to have a little wheat field that's a little bit of a different color. I like that. The differentiation there. Okay. So, oh, geisha wig from Gulliver. Very nice. And then a pendulum clock. Was that one from... Oh, who was the last one that sent us a gift? I don't remember now. What did Flip send us? He must have sent us the heart door plate. That's kind of funny coming from Flip. Okay, and then what is this? Ah, yellow leaf pile. Nice. Nice little fall recipe from the balloon. Okay, woo, lots of new stuff to play with. Alrighty. Well, I think we're good. You know what? One thing I realized that I almost always forget to do flowers when I do things. Did we put flowers in our little picnic over here? We didn't, did we? We put the glowing moss and we put a few bushes, but we didn't add any flowers in here. So we're going to have to think about that and add some flowers in there next time. Maybe we can get some of these hyacinths to sprout something blue or purple over here. We keep trying. Just give them a little water. But yeah, I think we're going to call it there for today. So thank you guys so much. We're going down here to our little hyacinth patch to water these too. But yeah, appreciate you guys so much for joining me for another day here on the island as we're getting things put together. It's starting to look like something over here. It's starting to look like we have a plan, and we like that. All right, definitely looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Have a beautiful day.